So for the first move, I actually think that the leak first move, I know the leak, I'll probably put it on screen, but for the leak first move, that leak first move, I think that's probably what it's gonna be. That's probably what it's gonna be. I think that's what it's gonna be. Because I don't know what else they would put. Like, what else would they put for Child Emperor? I mean, I don't know. Like, I really don't know. Like, I know I have the wiki and all the moves and all the things he could do, but this is kind of like a perfect first move. I mean, it works for traveling. It's a little grab. It's kind of everything you want in a first move, if that makes sense. I think that's really all. That's really all you need for the first move. That's really all you need for the first move. I don't think they could do anything different for the first move. Now I realized that last time I kind of like shuffled around the first move. I thought the third move was the first move in the league, but like whatever. So we're gonna do kind of the same thing. I kind of feel like that first move where it sent out the drone was kind of like a good second move. And not only that, but I'm pretty sure Child Emperor, not pretty sure, I know, I looked at the wiki, Child Emperor does stuff like that. Like he has drones and stuff. So it should still be a drone kind of like homing. That makes sense. I mean, I don't know what else, like again, I don't know what else they put there. That's a pretty good like second move. I think I don't have no trouble with that. It's probably like home on or not. I don't know. Either home's on and explode or just damage somehow. I don't know how, but that's what I think is gonna be the second move. That's what I think the second move should be. For the third move, we could go with something more hands-on than, or maybe we could go with the hand cannon thing that was in the league, of course. I mean, yeah, sure. I couldn't, distrust the judgment of the, head dev Santino, but I also feel like we could do something else, like pull out another move from that toolkit that Child Emperor has. I mean, he has saws, blowtorches, punching bags, and other stuff in there. So what if we made a move where you use the blowtorch and or the saw, or some other stuff. You could do some other things with that. I mean, what other third moves are there? Like shove, or hunter's grasp, or blitz shot. That kind of sets the precedent for third moves. You could do something like really unique, like a grab. You could do like grab. You could do something range. I don't know. I feel like that's good. And then for the fourth move, I actually have something interesting. Now, we could have that mini Octo Tank robot number 8. I think that's what it's called. I don't know. I'll correct myself. But we could have that. That's the fourth move, because what it does is you could set it down, and it continually shoots at a target. So you could set it up for like 5 seconds or 10 seconds or however many seconds. I don't know. Set up for a certain amount of time that you think is balanced. And it just boom, 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 boom. Could do low damage, could do high damage, but it would be a really good way to apply pressure in a combo. Unless that's too OP, of course. In which case, I don't know. I mean, what else would there be? But I think that's a good fourth move. That would be my idea. Or what? I mean, I don't know. Like, what else would there be? Like a counter? It doesn't have a counter, so you have to do something original there. I can't pull something out from the wiki necessarily. I can't pull something out from there. I just don't think I can. Alright, now, for the ultimate, I actually got something. Y'all are thinking, oh, robot punches. Oh, listen, if you watch KRL. I don't know what you call me. But you're probably thinking, oh, you don't have anything for the ult. You're stupid. Well, I'm here to prove you wrong. You know what Child Emperor's ultimate could be? Brave Giant. Yeah, his ultimate trump card mech suit that he pilots himself? Yeah, I thought so. So, I think that could be his ult move. Cool animation, you hop in the thing, go pow. That's the robot stuff. I look, man, I don't know all of that. I don't know what the animation could look like. I can't animate on Roblox Studio. But that's what I think the ultimate is going to be. That's what you're gonna take place as. You're gonna start as Brave Giant. That's what you're gonna be in the ult. And you're gonna be big. This is gonna be a big robot. So you're probably gonna have some really like interesting moves. Like what Child Emperor calls Giant Fist Strike. Now Giant Fist Strike, what the hell do you think Giant Fist Strike does? Yeah, big fist, boom. Now there's a lot of ways you could go about this, of course. You could have him, I don't know, punch the ground. That's probably the most effective. I mean, who are you gonna be fighting? Another mech? I mean, if so, you can make it go like outwards, but I don't really know how you do that. So I think maybe if they could find a way to make it mouse aimed or size down the robot, which would be kind of lame, you know what I mean? So I think they probably have to just make the hitbox big on if you're fighting other mechs. But what the point is giant fish strike, the big strike with some probably electrical effects, since that's what Child Emperor's Brave Giant does. So kind of just like big electric effects. It's kind of basic, but what isn't basic about a first move? Let's be honest, what isn't basic about a first move? I mean, there's only so much you can do. So that's what I think the first move is going to be, actually. That's what I think it's going to be. Now for the second move, I got you. The second move is going to incorporate Brave Giant's attack, Delta Scale Saber. Delta Scale Saber, it's an electric sword. I mean, that's a badass name. So what I think you're gonna have to do in that case, you're gonna make it so he summons a sword, grabs it, does some cool animation, slice. You can slice it at the ground, forward, have it with a big hitbox. I don't care, but all I know is it's gonna go and slice directly at the ground or directly at your enemy. And I keep directing these attacks at the ground because I want you to answer me when I ask this question of who do you think is going to be as big as this potentially very big robot that is going to be fighting right now? Like, who do you think is going to be as big as Aro, normal player model? No. So obviously, if the robot is any sort of bigger than the player character, he's going to be slicing downwards. Yes, so for me, the second move, Delta Scale Saber, a big electric slash, probably do some flashy animations. I don't know if you want to do impact frames, you don't have to. What I'm thinking it's going to do, electric sword, strike down, that's it. That's all I got for second. Alright, so for the third move, we're going with Gigavolt Smash. And I just looked up a panel of this, I'll probably put it on the screen. But what it looks like you're going to do is you're going to crouch down and you're going to burst out whatever stance you want to pick. You're going to burst out. There's going to be electrical energy just going everywhere. It's going to be a massive AoE. Well, I don't know about massive, but the AoE is probably going to be a big AoE move, at least. And it's going to it's going to look very flashy because what is Santino Battlegrounds devs know how to do but make things flashy. That's like the one thing they know how to do the best. But it's going to look insane. I couldn't visualize. I couldn't give you a visual except for showing you the panel. But I think what it's going to be is big AoE, electrical stuff everywhere, and it's probably going to, well, obviously going to be some explosion. And I think it's probably going to look like, a bigger version of Genos' first ult move, like the kick, but when you miss it and it goes down and it explodes. That's probably what the explosion is going to be like. It's going to blow up, it's probably going to be some fire or whatever, and it's going to be a lot of electricity going everywhere. So yeah, that's what I think the third move is going to look like, Gigavolt Smash. You probably maybe do slam the ground, and then it explodes. Electricity, big AoE, probably as big as your player character, and maybe a little bit bigger than that, because that's what Genos' is like. And it might be kind of insane. It might be kind of an insane move. So maybe you might want to tone it down, but that's what I'm thinking off of just what the Child Emperor's moves are looking like. His official moves are looking like. And now, we are not at the end, but at the end of this moveset prediction, the fourth move, the final fourth ultimate strongest move with a really flashy cutscene and a lot of impact frames is going to be what the wiki calls energy cannons. Yeah, I know the name's boring. Yeah, I know, I think the name's boring too. But what I think the animation might look like, if I can tell you in words, it says that Brave Giant has energy cannons on his palms. So you're probably gonna get your palms up, maybe some extra stuff like Incinerate. And I think you couldn't make it like mouse aim or aim, like camera aim. But you're gonna just fire probably two concentrated or two really big, massive energy waves, just boom, right in the direction. You could make it like Incinerate where it goes really far in front, but I kind of want to make it a little more precise than that. You know, a little more like you kind of shoot it down and boom, it explodes and stuff like that. So you're gonna point down probably because it's gonna home a little bit, point where your mouth wants to be. It's gonna extend his arms that way, charge up the cannons, massive beams straight out, big explosion, some impact frames, of course. I mean, it has to have impact frames with the last move of the ult. But yeah, that's what I think the last move is going to be. It's going to be the energy cannon, big damage. Probably gonna be a one-shot up close. Hopefully you it should be able to be ran away from. I believe you could be able to run away from it, but you might not be escaping. You might not be escaping it. I just, that's what I think. I think that's it. I think that's it for the fourth move, though. That's it for the end of the ult. And now I know I told you it wasn't the end. I told you it wasn't the end because we still have passives. Now, for Child Emperor, his passives, I kind of scanned the wiki in a minute here just to check and kind of look at all the stuff I could get. And I think I only have like 2 kind of ideas of what the passive is going to be that aren't original. Santino can't just use telekinesis and turn it into a thing. But I think we're either gonna have the invisible wall that he can do. So it might be something like Tatsumaki's wall, like barrier. Like you take a little less damage. Not you take a little less damage. You know, it bounces you back, kind of like a force field for a little bit after you get a kill or something like that. Or you could do something a little creative with the with Okame-chan, the mask that scans strength. Now I think maybe after a kill, you could potentially scan the strength of your opponent, right? Scan the strength of your opponent, get a you know, a little bit of a look at what they can do, you know. And I think because of that, you can adapt to it in a way. Do I know what that means? No, but I think you might be able to do things like, I don't know, take a little less damage. When I say a little less damage, I mean a little less damage. You know, enough damage to maybe save you in certain situations if you already scanned their moveset. And by the way, I think it should be one moveset at a time if this is like a real, like, passive, like, in-game. One moveset at a time. Because there's no way I'm letting, well, I'm not Santino, but there's no way any sane person would let a character scan every single character's moveset in the game in one lobby, because all you have to do is kill someone who has every character once, and then for the rest of the time they're in the server, they take slightly less damage, or whatever, they're adapting in whatever way, to every single person. No. So the data will probably be replaced. Do I think that's hard to code, and almost near impossible to put in? Yes, but it's kind of my only idea for like a passive that isn't like a Jujutsu Shenanigans R ability that Child Emperor could have, because I'm not making a Jujutsu Shenanigans video. I'm making a Battlegrounds video. If I was making a Jujutsu Shenanigans video, this would be a very different moveset. Well, of course it would be. But you get what I'm saying. So that's what I think the passives are going to be. I think the passives, it's going to be that. It's going to be Okame-chan, scan, and adapt. Or it's going to be the invisible wall. That's kind of just going to look like Tatsumaki. Maybe a little worse. Maybe only in one direction. Maybe you like place it down in an area or something. But I think that's kind of like the only thing I'm thinking for the passive. Or you could, my other idea is with the scan and adapt thing. Maybe it's not after a kill or before a kill or whatever. You lock on to an opponent, you get a scan, and maybe you can see their cooldowns. But that's kind of not a refined idea. But I think it could work, like that one binding bound Jujutsu Shenanigans where you can see the cooldowns, something like that. You can kind of see the cooldowns, what they're working with. Yeah, that's just another idea. Alright. I'm done predicting characters because I don't know what Suryu's ult move is going to be. So I know everyone wants to go home, so you could pack up and go home. I'm no teacher, but your homework is to like and subscribe. Yeah, I said it. I said it at the end of the video. I'm gonna put that at the beginning of the video, too. I'll make sure you like and subscribe.